locally at ACC. It's not out in the web like Zoom and unsecure platforms like that. This is just sent directly to me. And what we're going to do is there's a couple people that signed up that weren't able to actually join it, so we're going to go ahead and send them this recording here. Um, so the PowerPoint itself is going to be about 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to speed through that so we get to the live demonstration because I feel like that's the reason why a lot of people are here. Um, so we're going to go ahead and just get started. The agenda for today, just real quick, ACC and 3CX, what we're all about. Then we're going to get right into the remote working tools and then the live demo. So quick and easy, nothing to really. So right now, ACC Telecom, they have 40 years in business. So that's since 1979. The owners are, the CEO is a woman, so we're a women-owned small business, and the president is a veteran. So we're able to get a lot of those type of bids with the government. I think the reason why we've been here for so long is because our ability to provide live, local help desk and on-site support throughout the entire time. Even today, when a lot of companies go national, we do provide nationwide support. We can fly anywhere in the country. That's not a problem. But a lot of times it's not necessary anymore. We are the 1 in 11 United States titanium 3CX partners. That's the highest level of partnership available for 3CX. We're the only one in all of Maryland, DC, Virginia, and Delaware. So we're really proud of that. We're really excited about this platform, and I hope you guys are too. So the main things here for 3CX is it's a software that you purchase and you own. So therefore, you can put the software on a little server we can provide you, and a server you already have in your own virtual environment, so there's no upfront additional cost to any equipment. Or we can even put it in the Amazon cloud or Microsoft Azure or an existing cloud service you already have. You do have full ownership of the solution. And you might not have heard of 3CX, but I'm surprised you will be hearing about it. They added 1.6 million new endpoints in 2019. That's more than the top 3 competitors in the entire country combined. So we're real excited about 3CX. Some of the Fortune 500 customers here, you definitely will notice Pepsi, McDonald's, Harley Davidson. 2 customers I just want to say that ACC's personally done of this caliber is National and Pain Center, over 90 locations across 1,700 extensions, as well as Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, a division of PenFed Realty. They have 87 locations across 2,500 extensions. So we're real excited about that. Great thing about this solution is if you have 5 phones, 50 phones, or 500 phones, all the features are the same across the board. So everything that these Fortune 500 companies can get that purchase a 3CX, you can get as a 5-user company. You might not think you need it now, but when I'm going to show you, you will see that the technology is here, it's easy to use, and it really makes it beneficial to work from home. So why 3CX? There's a lot of guys out here that do the same thing. RingCentral, Avaya, for example, 8x8. There's a lot of companies out there. 3CX, you want it from a partner like ACC because we can do it on site. We can train you on site. We can install everything, do the porting, makes it easy. We also save money from those other competitors. And the reason why we can do that is because there's no per user fee. The way that the license is based is just off of simultaneous phone calls. So you only need 24 phone calls for over 100 employees. So we're not charging you $19.99 or $15 or $30 per person per month. It's just a one-time yearly fee. So the cost is tremendously low. We can save people up to 80% on some of their phone bills. It's also open standard, customizable, nothing proprietary about it. The phones are not made by 3CX. We use Yale-Link. However, you can use Polycom, Fenville, Grandstream. Let us know what kind of phones you have, and we can normally move them over to the 3CX. All the features, everything that you want is included with just one license fee. So it really makes it easy for sales, easy for engineering, and easy for the customer to make the decision, say, what's less money? Why is this less money? Okay, this sounds good. So we're going to go ahead and get right into the remote working toolbox, we call it. 3CX offers a full suite of unified communication tools that work seamlessly together to ensure that wherever you are, you can connect in a way that matters with any device. The remote solution comprises of 6 key elements. These are web client, mobile apps, web meeting, instant messaging or IM, live chat, that's through the website, as well as status or presence. So this PowerPoint is really going to show all of them in light detail. Start with the web client and status. So the web client's easy to use and includes all the features you need to efficiently communicate, collaborate, and connect with colleagues and customers straight from your browser. From one interface, you can easily make calls, view the status of colleagues, send chat messages, and hold a video conference. As it's browser-based, you can log in from anywhere, so there's nothing to actually download. You just click on the link and join, just like you have. We also have web client extensions for Chrome and Edge, so that way you don't have to have a browser up on the screen all the time. You could just, when a call comes in, it just screen pops on your computer. If you choose to use the computer as your telephone, you always have the option to have a hard phone or the mobile app, which will show you. Now, the computer app does give you the ability to click to call functionality and easily initiate calls from numbers on web pages or customer relationship management software like Salesforce. Next one is the mobile app. So this is one that I'm very familiar with. You know, being in sales, I'm out on the road all the time. Same with the engineers. They're always out on installation. So it really makes it nice to be able to constantly be in touch with the office, whether it's extension dial away, getting a call that needs to go to service, I can transfer it as opposed to taking their number down. And if I'm driving, you know, with my Bluetooth, I can't really be doing that. So it's nice to be able to do it right from the app itself. This is for Android and iPhones. They're constantly and continuously updated and tested. The apps are included at no extra cost. You can take your Office extension wherever you are in the world. As well as calling, you can chat, share files, dial into conference calls all from your mobile device. Of course, we'll show this to you later. The apps have an inbuilt tunnel to avoid remote firewall issues, so calling from over 4G or 3G or any Wi-Fi hotspot is very reliable. Android and iPhone apps fully support push. What that means is it's not always on and up and running. It just hides underneath and doesn't take up battery. So it's not going to drain your battery in an hour or two like some of the apps in the past have done. This app is just fantastic, and I can use it at my home office, sit it to the side to use a speaker, or I can have a headset on and use my computer. All of it's included. We have web meetings. So this is what you guys are on right now. We use exactly the same stuff that we sell here. It's a clientless web conferencing and collaboration. This means customers don't have to download anything to a PC. Uses HD video. You're able to add personal touch to remote meetings. So you no longer need to guess your customers' reactions or feelings to what you're saying, as video conferencing presents their facial cues. I think that's really important to be able to have just like a one-on-one conversation with somebody, be able to really see them one-on-one. You know, you can upload PDFs, share Word documents, Excel spreadsheets, PowerPoints, anything like that. Share your desktop like we're doing now. There's even an online whiteboarding feature that can be used to collaborate interactively for brainstorming ideas. There's also a click to meet link. I think that's pretty interesting. You can put it on your website or on your email, and basically somebody clicks on the link and says, click here to video chat me now, and I immediately get an instant message. I go ahead and click on it and start a video chat with anybody from anywhere. So whether I'm on my smartphone or in the computer, it's all through the web meeting server. It can go up to 250 users for the enterprise license for this. So you really can max this out and do whatever you need to, however many people you need to have on one conference. Many of you might even be using the web meeting mobile app right now to join the webinar. So it definitely works on nearly every device. Instant messaging. So, you know, I like instant messaging because it doesn't bog down my email. I don't know about you, but at ACC, there's a lot of internal communications back and forth with communicating with everybody in the company. And then you got 5 people in one email and everybody's sending something back and forth. And sooner or later, my customers' emails are all the way at the bottom and I don't get to them till hours later. Where instant messaging, once we implemented this, actually took away a lot of that traffic and really kind of calmed it down and made it a lot easier and faster for me personally to get back to my customers in a meaningful time. It's also nice because on the road, if I'm not checking my emails, I get a notification like I would an SMS message. You know, basically what this allows you to do is communicate together via text message without the need to rely on third-party internet messaging systems or give out your personal cell phone numbers. 3CX users can send and receive text messages via the web client, Windows, Mac, iPhone, Android, apps from anywhere. Basically, what you can do is chat with colleagues in real time, send text messages, links, and more at no additional cost. Um, they're adding SMS to anyone, whether it's this quarter or next quarter. It's coming out really soon. Basically, instead of typing in somebody's name or extension to send them a chat, you'd be able to type in somebody's phone number and send them an SMS message. SMS is just a normal text message to people's cell phones. This could be great for customers if they're not getting back to you. You can send them a quick text. A lot of times people like to do texting now instead of actually speak to people. So it's really beneficial. Need to keep communication open without taking up phone lines, then website chat and talk is perfect. Live chat lets you chat with visitors to your web page in real time. Simply answer them from the chat tab in your 3CX web client or your mobile app. Users can even elevate the chat to a call and then video with the same agent if they feel it would be easier. So this feature I'm sure you've seen with websites today, the little bubble in the right-hand corner to speak to an agent. A lot of times that can go off to an off-site call center or whatever, but people today, small businesses especially, are using it like we'd use it just for our support staff or for our salespeople. If you're on the website and you're looking at some phones and you have a question about a certain feature of a phone, you can go ahead and get somebody on sales versus support. And the support, if you're looking at some help videos, if you need additional help, you get a message right to the engineers here at ACC. So what this really allows you to do is provide better customer experience. We're going to quickly talk about just one vertical market, call centers, to explain how the technology enables these businesses to operate from home. We hear a lot in this industry that every business who even has one person who must take more than one call at the same time can benefit from a call center. So contact center staff can connect from anywhere using their web client, and they still have access to the dashboard, the switchboard, and the live chat, all three of those. 3CX uses just one interface, so all they need is their extension number and password, and they'll have an instant replica of their work system. No time is lost getting up to speed on the new system to work from home. Live chat is also an incredibly useful tool for call centers trying to operate with reduced staffing. The average agent can handle up to 3 chats for every 1 call they would take, so it really helps to boost efficiency. And finally, as an employer, that one of the main concerns when switching to remote working is making sure your staff remain productive. You're working from home, you got a lot of other things to do in the house. The honey-do list starts looking attractive compared to actually working. But 3CX actually has reports. So that can be on the whole phone system too. You don't need to have a call center to do this, but the call center managers can keep track of agent productivity regardless of where they're working. There's a whole host of agent and call reports for you to use. If staff need a little extra motivation, you can share a message on our customizable wall boards. Let them know how they're performing. I just want to finish this part of the webinar just by saying that we're here to help you and your customers during this time. We know there's lots of adjustments being made to working practices very quickly, and we want to ease that burden and obviously an IT nightmare for businesses. ACC Telecom can help because our solution is quick to set up and very easy and quick to learn to use it. It's very reliable. The web meeting platforms outperform leading competitors in the independent tests, so we know we are a reliable solution for your customers. ACC has over 120 customers with 3CX platform we can give as a referral who can test this system in our company. Secure, your license key, your data, your system. You own it. With 360, you can control where the data is saved and stored. The system also automatically blacklists dangerous IP addresses who attempt to hack the system. ACC can also provide robo-blocking and the ability to block automated calling systems, which is very useful because you can always get hit with those robocalls all day long and the scam-likely caller IDs, so we can actually butt them out from any kind of phone system. And price, again, inexpensive. There's no per user charge like many of you are paying right now today. All the features are included, which is one simply yearly inexpensive license fee. 3CX has the potential for unlimited growth without the need for extra license. So that is going to bring me to the live demonstration portion of the webinar. So the first thing I'm going to show you, once I can get out of this, is I'm going to share my screen here. Give me 1 second, and I will bring up the mobile app. Okay, so I'm sharing the whole screen, and bring up the Lonely screen, which allows me to put my cell phone on the computer. There we go. All right. So here's my cell phone, my iPhone. There's two apps that we have. One is the 3CX phone system, and the other one is the web meeting app. The web meeting app is just like you have the GoToWebinar or the Google Meet. 3CX has its own web meeting. So if I open up the first one, this is the mobile app. So right now I'm in Do Not Disturb. Of course, you can always just hit the button on your physical phone, Do Not Disturb, and it can automatically put this up. But if you're on the road and you forget to do that, the upper right-hand corner where it's red, click on that and put myself in available. Now I'm available to take calls. So if I'm on Do Not Disturb, why am I in Do Not Disturb? So let's look. What happens when I'm in Do Not Disturb? Well, I want a custom message to say what I'm doing, so I can type that in right there. For internal calls, I want the calls forwarded to somebody else in sales because right now I'm really busy. I'm doing something, don't need to be disturbed, but I still want my calls to be handled. I can have a backup person take them. So for the external calls, internal call forwarding, I can have someone else in the company take the calls, all right through this app itself. So that's what the profile status does. It allows you to select what you're doing at any given time, and everybody in the company can see what you're doing. So if I go ahead and click down the bottom left at status, you'll be able to see the demo system of everybody in the company. So here we have this extension 6421 is actually on the phone right now. You can see that me, I am red, which means do not disturb, and I put a little note in there saying I'm doing a webinar. This lets me see who in the company is doing what at any given time. They can be broken up in different groups. So for example, you can have accounting, sales, service. You don't have to have everybody on one list if you have a larger company. With this, if I want to call somebody, I simply just tap their name. So I'm going to go ahead and call Jamie. Just hit her button there. And now the buttons, when she answers, the buttons change according to what I can actually do with that phone call. I could put the call on hold. She hears music on hold. Now, when I dialed her, or if I dial a customer using this app, it's showing my extension number or the main number of the business or my DID, not my cell phone number. In reality, I don't know my exact cell phone number. This is my work cell phone. I don't really know it because everybody that calls me on 410-423-6449, and that's all I use this for. Anyway, you can transfer. Conference is great with the smartphone app. I can actually have an unlimited amount of people on one conference call. There's really no limit to three-way calling or four-way calling or anything like that. I can actually do as many calls as I need to, as many lines as I have. Obviously, you can answer multiple lines, see line 1, line 2, so I can handle multiple calls with just the app. There's a little queue in the upper right-hand corner. So if I was a call center agent, I can actually log into the queue and log out of the queue right from the app on my smartphone. Down here in contacts, the contact list does have my 3CX contacts, my extensions, company contacts, my personal contacts, and my cell phone contacts, all labeled easily to be able to determine who is what. Now, a lot of times, companies either do or do not provide company cell phones. With this type of app, you do not need to provide company cell phones because they can already use whatever device they have. Now, if a call comes in, it's very easy to distinguish if it's between a phone system call or someone's calling your cell phone. You can see right in the display that it says 3CX. You know that it's a work call, so you can answer it appropriately. To go into the recent, so you do have all your in-out missed calls right here. What's nice is if I click on a missed call, I can actually add that contact right to my contacts within 3CX. Add it to my cell phone, add it to my computer, everything that I do on here is replicated over. For example, the next tab down at the bottom is messages. Messages, I can send a message to Jamie and say, hey, how you doing? We can talk back and forth. I can create group chats. I can have a whole sales team. I can have a service team to be able to chat everybody. We can upload documents and be able to share that at any given time. So I use that, for example, as if I'm out on a sales call, which hopefully that happens again soon, and there's construction going on, I can actually take a picture of the permit, send it over to Jamie. She can look it up online quickly, faster than I can do it on my cell phone, and maybe make a call and figure out who the general contractor is, give them a call and see if there's an opportunity. So, another way to do this is, say you are estimating a job and you take a picture and send it to somebody. You can just quickly do that through their extension. So instead of having to know people's phone numbers and worry about that, everything is just done through the app. And then it's also replicated on your computer. So maybe you have a different cell phone, you can do that back and forth. As you saw, that was a notification coming up with somebody else chatting me while I'm doing this. Um, so with the mobile app, the last little thing is you obviously can put a little picture up. In the upper left-hand corner, there's three little lines. This is my display here. I can change the picture of what I want on there. Everybody can see it in the company. When I call them, my picture does show up as well. We also have voicemail. So here's a list of all my voicemails, the phone number. The system does support uh, voicemail transcription as well. We don't have it turned on here, but if I wanted to, I could have it all written out and emailed to me. So I can have a copy of the file written out all in my email. If I delete it in one place, it deletes it in the other. It's up to the individual. It's a rights-based system. What rights do you have? For example, call recording. Call recording, internal calls, we have it set up that we don't record internal calls, but we record every call on the outside from the salespeople. The owner does not have his calls recorded, so nobody can know that. That's the way we have it set up. So there is the mobile app. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this. And the next one I'm going to show you is the web client. So when you have the web client up, it allows anybody that sends a chat, you go ahead and get a little notification, reply back. It's very similar to the mobile app. It's just maybe a little bit more friendlier and easier to see because it's bigger. You don't have to have it up. It does have a little Chrome extension, so when a call comes in, a little box comes up and you can see it. If I put this conference room phone on Do Not Disturb, you can see I just pushed the button on the physical phone, so on Do Not Disturb. Now I took it off. So whatever I do with the physical phone, it shows on the display. Here we have it set up to where you can see who is on the phone and who is not within the company. Again, rights-based. If you don't want other people to see who they're on the phone with, then we can stop that. That's no problem. A great thing about this solution is it has video built in inherently. If I want to do a video chat with somebody, I simply click on the video button. If they're using the mobile app or their computer or tablet, they're able to video chat right through any webcam that's on any of those devices. If I want to call them, I simply click on call. The little screen pops up and it's making a phone call to them. I can chat them. The great thing about this is you can web meeting people that are not in the phone system. So right here, Tim Solomon is not part of the phone system, is not like part of our internal extensions. But if I want to, I can click meet, sends him an email automatically. He clicks on it. We're doing a one-on-one video chat. So outside the phone system, as long as when you create the contact, you put their email address in, you can video chat them anytime you want. So go back into the call history, the main number. It's real easy to add somebody in as a contact, put their first and last name in. If you type their email, that's when you'll be able to see the web. Again, just like the mobile app, you have the voicemails all listed here. And then just to quickly go through the switchboard, this is the call center application. So this can be used for receptionists here. And there is a demo queue. So as a manager, I can see who's logged in and logged out. I can actually log people in and out. I can see down here at the bottom, their abandoned calls, longest waiting time, average recording time. and I also have a little wall board. So again, this is all for call centers. There's definitely a whole nother webinar we're going to do call centers, but just want to show you, as well as call recording. So you can record your team's calls, all calls, certain people's calls, based on however you want to do that through the phone system. The last piece here before it's almost 2:30, so I'm gonna do one more, and that's the webinar. So webinars are really easy to set up. You just click on schedule conference and hit the little plus. I want to do a video or audio, so I can do an audio call right now or later, or I can do a video later. Select the date and time, put the subject, whatever message you want to send. There's two versions: web meeting, which is a fully collaborative experience between you and the end user. So if you have like a Zoom, 4, 5, 7, 8 people in one conference call, everybody's talking, everybody's sharing documents, everyone's doing everything. That's what you use web meeting for. With webinar is what we did here, where everybody's kind of everybody listens, and it's more of a teaching. Personally, we do a lot more web meetings, a lot of one-on-one demonstrations with customers, but for this particular one, we're trying to do webinar. I like iCal invitations personally. It creates an automatic Outlook invitation. I can email it to as many people as I want. They all get the link. It goes in their calendar automatically, just like the link we sent to you, and it goes right in. I can add people, or I can even import a whole document with different calls in there. So, we are just about out of time. There's one last thing I wanted to show you before I forget, real quick, and this is the website chat. So here's our website. It's a fantastic website. I really hope you guys check it out. We spent a lot of time and a lot of effort making it up to date constantly with new pricing, new features, new products, always. But just to show you what the website chat is, this little thing down here in the bottom, click on it, put my name in. So I'm looking at some stuff on here, and I, having some issues to figure out with my data, my internet's going up, and I want to try to talk to somebody here at ACC. Maybe these guys can help. So if I go ahead and say I need help, and what happens is immediately within the mobile app, any of the applications we showed you, they can immediately respond back. Well, they knew it's me, so so they quickly wrote back because they knew it's me. But they can elevate this to a be able to speak to somebody, and they can even do video. On top of that, they can even do remote control. So they can send you a link that I can click on, and they can control your screen. So in case you need help with the admin software on the phone system, they can do that within a couple seconds. Go ahead and actually manipulate your screen and make the changes necessary, or kind of show you what you need to do, all through this live chat and talk. It's a great application, very useful. And a lot of customers now are really kind of expecting that this type of service, and it's really easy to manage. You can have automatic replies as well. So if I were to type in like directions, it can automatically spit back directions. A lot of different things you can do with this. But again, for sake of time, it's already 30. So I want to go ahead and open it up to questions. So I hope everybody got something out of that. If there's any questions, let me know. Again, I did have this recorded, so I can send people a copy of it if you'd like. But other than that, I do really appreciate your time. We do one-on-one demonstrations as well. So for every vertical, every business, in reality, there is a difference in what we do in terms of the features that they want. 13 years experience, 40 years with ACC. We really can show you what other companies like yours are doing today that might give you a competitive advantage over other people in the industry. We're using technology. And that's why they typically are one-on-one live demonstrations. We like to have a conversation beforehand, kind of get all the information together, and then really customize it for the individual company based on their individual needs. From that, we can go ahead and put together a quote, and show you everything that way. Typically, they are about an hour. Yeah, so just let me know if you want it. I'm going to go ahead and give you my contact information here in the chat box. so I can spell right this time. And my phone number. There we go. All right. So, somebody asked a question about, is the website chat feature integrated with the 3CX? Get those chat messages on the mobile app. That's a great question. Absolutely. The web chat comes with the 3CX. We just need a conversation with the people that do your website, and without a problem, we link that in there. And then depending upon how far you want to take that, to how many employees, to what devices, it's no problem to do on the mobile app. So we can definitely do that. Good question. All right. So, yeah, you need a copy. We recorded it, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now.